Yo! What's good? Hold on, let me lower this. Hold on. Yo, what's good, guys? Hold on, let me pull the chat up here. What's going on? Talk to me. How we doing? Let me fix my mic. Let me get my mind right here. Guys, how we doing? Let me get the chat up. What's good, guys? How we doing? How we looking? Talk to me. Talk to me. Guys, we got big NVIDIA earnings today. Big NVIDIA earnings today. Are you guys ready? There will be a fireworks show at around 4 p.m. So we just have to exercise caution today, guys. Big earnings day for NVIDIA. Yeah, so the market could be a little wonky today. And I'm just excited to be here, excited to lock in. We're just going to exercise extreme caution and just keep that in the back of our heads when we're going into today. But yeah, I'm excited to be here with you guys. And let's lock in for another great day. And hopefully we can catch something today. So let me know, how are you guys doing? Morning. I'm excited to be here. I love being on the streams with you guys. It's just another day to lock in, execute our risk management, and just focus on our system and our edge in the market. Let's before we dive into the charts here, let's give a minute to go over our beautiful sponsors for today's episode. We got TradeZella, as always, 20% off. Whoa, wrong way. 20% off. Code CF20 for 20% off on all your back testing and software needs as far as developing and honing in on your edge. And, you could back test, you could journal, you could screenshot your plays, you could give you detailed analytics about all of your setups and really hone in on your edge. So that's our first sponsor for today. Oh, our second. Oh, look, I'm wearing the shirt. Code CF, 80% off ApexTraderFunding.com. ApexTraderFunding.com, 80% off. I'm wearing the shirt, guys. Gotta rep it loud and proud. Loud and freaking proud. That's our second sponsor today. And, guys, hold on here. I'm drinking a protein shake. I know some of you D-gens are going to be gambling later on the news. And as far as our CFD prop firm goes for the day, Fanatics, code CF. Just so you can be a well-rounded trader, be involved in multiple markets, we have code CF for you there over there as well. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Look. There you go. Code CF. And I do believe we got one more. We have one more. So let's just get through it, and then we can dive into the charts here. And we have the market journal. The market journal. Right there. I'm finishing my protein shake, and obviously if you want to go and utilize a platform where you can go and see which prop firms will suit you the best, you got Prop Firm Trader to dive in and give you a full detailed analysis of the different props that are out there and which one suits you and your personality and your trading style the best. There you go. All right, let's dive into the charts here, guys. Now that we got that out of the way, here we go. Guys, okay. I think NQ, if you see here, guys, we have big NVIDIA news coming up. Big news. For right now, if you see what's going on right here, I'm going to tell you what's happening. We swept London high and London low. If you know anything about ICT, this is a Judas swing. I think that prior to the news... Wait, what's going on here? Oh, I want my... Where's my GAN box? Hold on here, guys. I'm not looking at the chat just now. Okay. Where'd all my stuff go? Oh, it's up here. Huh. It was hiding from me, guys. It's up here. Okay. Let's go here. Boom. Now. Okay, guys. We're going to be trading on the 15-minute and going down to the 1-minute potentially. But as far as what I'm seeing on the 15-minute, we swept London high and London low. When you do that, right? and our bull trading indicator, our candles are red, I think we do see a sell-off here prior to NVIDIA news later. I don't know which way the news is going to go. They could report positive earnings. They could report negative earnings. It's going to be a fireworks show, guys. So we have to exercise extreme caution here today. Extreme caution. All right? And so that's my narrative going forward today on the day. On the day right now, I think that NQ is bearish. I really think that we're going to drive lower. And this could be a manipulation move for later. Who knows? NVIDIA earnings, they probably, I mean, as you guys know, the NVIDIA right now is the largest company in the world. So do I see their earnings missing? Not really. Do I think that overall we're still bullish? Yes. But I'm saying that this could be manipulation for later. So going into that, you have to know we have extremely big news coming in. There could be a lot of fake outs going into the market today, especially at the open. So we have to come in with that in our mind and be like, you know what? Either I want to risk lower today or beat risk off, because there could just be a whole lot of fake outs until the news later. So that's my mindset going into today. And guys, if you guys want to utilize this indicator that I have here, this just points out session highs and lows, and I've been incorporating. As you guys know, I'm still trying to get better on my own edge in the market. And I've been incorporating, I like to see if liquidity sweeps during my kill zone, my session. Look, this is the NQ selling off right now. You see? You see it? This Judas swing. We could plummet down lower, guys. We could. And this is the indicator I wanted to share with you guys. Let me get it up here. This is a freaking awesome indicator. This guy makes freaking sweet indicators. It's Nephew Sam, open, high, low, close. We'll show you previous day high, sessions highs and lows. And if you guys know anything about the market, I like to correlate time frames. So if you know, if you get it, say you get a 15-minute liquidity sweep. So we sweep session high of London or previous day high. Then you could correlate that with a 1-minute entry model. Now you're aligning the 15-minute and the 1-minute. But as far as what I'm seeing right now, this is a clear Judas swing. We swept London high. We swept the low. We're coming back into the 50% of this range. And I think that we do drive lower until we get that news later at 4 p.m. And that's exactly what's occurring right now. So guys, I just want you guys to know is that when we have these days like this, you just have to keep in the back of your head that, you know, there could be a lot of manipulation. And especially with NVIDIA, you know? If you know anything about do you remember the last NVIDIA earnings? It was freaking crazy, guys. It was freaking crazy. It was wild. So, of course, I'm on the stream on the day like this, but it's okay. These are the days will make you a great trader. These are the days you have to keep it to the back of your mind and know, okay, I do have a huge catalyst later in the day. So maybe I may do half risk today, or I may be more risk off. I have to see something really, really good today for me to go and jump into the market. Morning, guys. How's everyone doing? Talk to me. So we got market opening about 22 minutes here. From what we're seeing right now, NQ is flushing. NQ is selling off. And let's see the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, right, guys? So we're aligning time frames here. Let's take a fib. Let's drop a fib here. Hold on. We'll drop a fib from this swing low to this swing high. What do you notice? We're tapped in. We're kind of in this 4-hour order block here, close to it. Inside, we're still bearish right now, guys. We're in this 4-hour range, right? We're inside of this 4-hour fair value gap. You know, we have the Judas swing. You know, we're not really respecting. This candle closes in 50 minutes, right? We're now going to be disrespecting this fair value gap here. Now this 4-hour fair value gap is now inverted. We're inside this 4-hour range. I mean, for right now, I'm not saying the news can't clearly drive us up back to all-time highs. It very well can. It very well can. But for right now, I think if we close below this fair value gap here, we're inside of this huge range on the 4-hour. You know, we could very well drive back lower until the news later. So that's kind of the narrative that I'm have going into today. And just keeping that in mind. But we shall see, chat. We shall see. Morning from Scotland? Heck yeah. Here we go again. Yes. Yeah, guys, I'm super excited to be here. And let's see if we can cook today. I'm seeing the NQ is just... Let's see what we have here. Previous session low. We have previous session low here. Previous daily low down here. I mean, could this get tagged before driving up to sweep liquidity here prior to the news? I don't know. We're just going to be patient. Is anybody... So what are your thoughts today, guys? Give me some of your... What are you guys thinking? You know, maybe you can give me some of your analysis and I can give you some of mine and just create a nice little community here. And let me know what you guys are thinking today as far as what's your bias on the day. Where are you thinking we're headed? How are you thinking? Are you guys going to be holding up for the news? Are you D-Gens going to be playing the news? I know some of you D-Gens out there are going to be full porting the news at 4 o'clock. I already know. I don't even have to ask you. Even if I don't ask you and you tell me no, I can almost guarantee it that some of you D-Gens are out there and you're going to be full porting some one day pass evals. I can almost bet my bottom dollar on it. Am I right? I know you guys far too well. D-Gen mode only on eval. Yeah, I know. I know you guys are going to go out there. 4 o'clock's going to come. You're going to be on the computer like this. I'm ready. And as soon as that candle comes out, either boner candle one way, boner candle the other way. Some of you guys are full porting. Where are you guys tuning in from? I'm excited to have another great show today with you guys. And, yeah. Let's see how we're looking at market open today. We're going to be opening around 19 minutes. 19 minutes. Full port, no risk, no Rari. Listen, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. I'm drinking a protein shake, guys. If you didn't know, I just hit a beautiful shoulders. I hit chest, shoulders, and tries today. And I'm feeling good. I'm drinking, get my protein in, 50 grams. And, yeah. New Zealand. Love from India. Awesome, man. All right, let's see the 1 minute here. The 1 minute is so incredibly bearish right now. You know, all my candles are printing red. Let's see how we open up today. And, yo, Rod from Toronto, Canada. Hell yeah. Shout out Canada in the chat. Shout out Marky. Shout out Mr. Clean. Shout out Canada. Shout out my Canadian brethren. Love you. India. Shout out South Africa. Heck yeah. Why do you switch from swing to scalping / day trading? Well, I'll tell you why. Because when you're trading futures, you can't hold overnight. That's why. So I had to adapt. I had to, you know, make refinements to my model. If I could swing trade on futures, you don't think that I would? Of course I would. But you have to close your trades. So it's just something that I have to adapt with. I actually prefer to do more, if I'm not trading from 930 to 950, like getting some sort of small scalp, I prefer to do like an intraday swing. So I'm catching more of like a daily expansion move. But listen, guys, trust me, if I could swing trade on futures, I would. I really would. So, Salvatore, Italy forever, my brother. I will be there soon. We will be in Capri together, and we'll meet and we will hang out in Italy, and we'll be best friends. Happy to see you here, TG. Yo, shout out to Colombia. Hell yeah. Stockholm, Sweden. Awesome. Working out right now. Awesome. Yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe. And I love being here. I love it. Every time I'm here, I'm super motivated. I'm super ready. I'm super passionate. And let's just see if we can catch something good together. Because, guys, I haven't taken a trade on stream yet. I've been really patient. And guys, if you know me, I preach this. When I trade less, I make more money. And when I'm just waiting for my A+ setups, and I just, rely solely on my system. I don't let anything else hinder my trading or FOMO come in. Nothing. I honestly, I swear to God, I have some of my biggest profit days ever. It's a scalability in Forex bear for you to decide to switch. This is the thing, guys. I traded Forex for many years, and I actually, I can't trade with a lot of firms. They banned me. They've written me off, and they shipped me out. They said, Tyler, you can't trade here anymore. You know why? Because I made too much money. And I was a risk to the firm. Any firm, guys, any firm that doesn't have a live program, you are going to be a risk to the firm. Do you want to know why, guys? Do you want to know why? Because they have no stop loss on you. When you make a lot of money, you're driving revenue away from the firm. And now, guess what? You're a liability. You're a liability to the firm. And the firm will make up a ton of crap and say, oh, you're leveraging. Guys, I had a firm tell me, I swear to God, tell me that I held a trade too long and it didn't provide them enough data. They closed my trade. I was up $10,000, and they literally closed my trade and banned me for life because I didn't provide the firm with enough data. I swear to God, I have the emails. I have all the emails. So guys, you got to understand is that CFDs compared to futures is a more regulated market. You have a path to live. You're trading through the CME. The brokers aren't manipulating spreads, this and that and the third. It's just I prefer to be trading on futures props now, and that's just where I'm at. I had to make the shift, guys. I had to adapt. I had to become better as a trader. Granted, I still do trade with a few CFD firms. I wish I could trade with Fund and Next, but they haven't opened their doors up to U.S. traders. If I could trade with Fund and Next on the CFD side, I would 100%. But maybe one day they'll open back up to U.S. citizens. Some other firms are opening up to U.S. citizens again, but who's to say maybe Fund and Next comes and makes that move on the CFD side as well. That would be super exciting stuff. But yeah, that's currently where I'm at in my trading journey. I still do trade with some CFD firms, but my main focus right now, guys, is I'm going for that milli on Apex. I'm going for that $1 million payout on Apex, and I'm going to make it happen. Look, you heard it here first. I am making $1 million on my Apex PA accounts. Guaranteed. I did very well on my first set of PA accounts. Unfortunately, I lost them, but my ROI was still substantial. I actually have a mix right now of 150K PA accounts and 300K PA accounts. So guys, today I think, what if the prop firm has a bigger account as trade copier? Wait, what are you guys saying here? NYC in the house? Hell yeah. FTMO is back stateside? Yeah, no, I heard. What if the prop firm has a bigger account as trade copier attached to your account? Not sure what you mean by that, my brother. I'm a little confused on what you mean by that. Yeah, Top G, let's get it, bro. Yeah, guys, so when you get... do you lose the profits or... No. So if you ever get denied, say you break a rule, all you got to do is trade again. You're good. Yeah, guys, listen. I wish Apex was available for every single country. I wish it was. Because as far as scalability and ROI goes, for me, like, it's unmatched. Guys, I turned a $3,000 initial investment with Apex. $3,000, right? I passed 50K accounts. I got them at 90% off. And then I did my activation fees, which was $140. Look, I'll even run the math for you guys right here, right? I'll even run the math. Ready? I got the 50K accounts. 16 times 20. I got them for $320. That's for the 50K accounts, 90% off. Then I passed, right? It was $140 activation fee times 20. So 320 times 2,800. 2,800 plus 320. Initial investment is $3,120. 24 days from that date, I withdrew close to 6 figures in payouts. 6 figures from Apex. 6 figures. So a $3,120 initial investment turned to close to 6 figures in 24 trading days. What other firm is going to give you that? 24 trading days. 24. My payouts were approved in 2 days, even on the weekends. On Sundays, I get a nice $40,000 dump into my bank account on a Sunday. Okay? That's the leverage. That's the power of the scalability. That's the, like, think about it, guys. Where else are you going to turn $3,000 into 6 figures? Where? Name it. You ain't doing it on a live account. I'll tell you that for sure. You're not. That's the power of props, guys. Props give you a scalability that you can only even dream of. You know, you have, this day and age, you have so much at your availability that with props, it's just like, it's unmatched, man. It's unmatched. You don't need to go and risk your own capital anymore. Those days are gone. Granted, you have to be ready to go and go down that avenue, to go into a live account and risk your own capital. The risk dynamic is entirely different. You can't trade prop like you trade a live account. You will do very fucking bad. You will lose everything because the risk dynamic is so different. You know what I mean? You go into a live account, right? You get an Apex account for $16, right? You can't even trade 1 mini for $16 in a live account. With Apex, you could trade 10. That's the difference. Tyler, 1 Apex account on last Thursday's stream. When will I get it messaged to you? Yo, did you message me on Twitter? Hello, how many system strategies do you trade? So right now I have about 3 good ones that I'm trading. So I'll trade off of the 15-minute, I'll trade off of the 1 minute, and then actually I have 4. I have a power of 3 model that I trade off of the 4-hour. I have a 15-minute entry model. I have a 1-minute scalping entry model for the first 20 minutes. And then I have my trident pattern that you guys have seen in the ChartFanatics video. So those are my 4 models that I utilize right now. And yeah, it's great. The trident pattern I like to utilize more for my swings, because when I'm trading that model, I catch huge swings in the market, and I like to be able to hold for like a couple, at least a week, maybe 2, definitely a few days. Yes, I messaged on Twitter. All right, I'll check. Could I share my 15-minute strategy? Absolutely. Yo, morning, Dynamic Tiger. India's restricted country for Apex. Dang. Yeah, sure. Guys, we'll go through it together when the market opens. We'll see what I'm looking for on the scalps. Okay? You message me on Instagram, Salvatore? Okay. Yeah, let's lock in today, guys. Let's freaking lock in. What's up, Abby? Okay. So, this is what we're gonna... Let's see us on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, like, guys, extremely bearish still. All of our candles are printing red. As you see, we're in bearish momentum. We're below the 50 moving average here. The 15-minute, we had this Judas swing. As far as, you know, we swept London low. We swept London high. Both sessions liquidities were swept. As you can see, I could even show you a previous setup. Would you guys like to see a previous setup of a Judas swing? I'll show you right now before the market opens here. I have a previous, another Judas swing here. Oh, wait, it's got... I do all my charting on NASDAQ, on NAS 100. Okay. Here is a previous Judas swing, okay? Look, if you noticed, right? This was on August 5th. This was on August 5th. Ready? This is another Judas swing. We sweep London high. We sweep London low inside of my kill zone. This is my kill zone here. Look, from 8 a.m. to 10. I sweep London high, I sweep London low, right? Your stop is above the swing high here. That's where my stop would be, right? Look at the drive lower for the session. This is accumulation, this is AMD as well. This is accumulation, manipulation, and then the distribution. This is the 10 a.m. candle distribution. This is a Judas swing. As you can see, Asian highs and Asian lows were swept. So we don't care about that liquidity because it's already been taken. But we come to the market during our kill zone. What do we see? Asian highs were swept. London highs were swept. London lows were swept. Both sessions liquidity was swept inside of the kill zone, right? We printed a fair value gap, right? We respected it. Stops above the swing high, or it could even be above the session high. But just give yourself a little bit of room. I'm not going to tell you where to put your stop. And then this would be the target. The target could be the expansion of the 10 a.m. candle, the 4-hour 10 a.m. candle. Now, if you go into today, what are we seeing? What are we seeing already, right? Here, London high swept. London low swept. All of our candles are red, as opposed to the other ones, they weren't red. Now, would I have liked an entry closer to this 50% range? Yes. But this could definitely drive lower. The 10 a.m. candle could be your distribution candle prior to the news coming out later at 4 o'clock. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down here? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down here? Are you guys following? Did you follow what I just said? Do you guys understand at least a little bit? I know it could be a little bit confusing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to explain it to you in a way where it's not going to spin your head around and kind of just give you a little bit of... Guys, my models are about 80-85% mechanical, but I do have discretion in trading, guys. I've been on these charts for many, many years. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours backtesting. Hundreds, guys. I live, eat, sleep, and breathe this shit for 6 years. I didn't go out. I didn't hang out with friends. I didn't drink on the weekends. I didn't party. I fucking dedicated my life to these charts. So when I see things, guys, and I have really strong pattern recognition skills, this shit comes very natural to me. It may not for other people, and you may need to devote more time to the charts, and you got to know that. You got to know that, okay? You have to know. You have to be like, okay, I need to devote a little bit more time to the charts because this isn't coming as easy to me, you know? I need to put my time in on the weekends. I don't deserve to go take that break just yet. You know, I'm not there, and I want to be the best. I want to be at the top of my game. Oh, guys, let me show you. You guys want to see some shit? Hold on. Ready? Watch this. Let me show you something. Do you want to know what I did this past weekend? Okay, hold on. 9:27. I'll show you what's in this binder after, okay? Let's lock in. We got 3 minutes before market opens here. And let's see what we can cook up. All right? Let me go to the 1 minute, see if we're seeing anything worthy of our time. And yeah. Guys, we got 3 minutes here. Let's dive in. Let's lock in for a sec and see. I do think that we could very well come sweep liquidity and drive lower, but as far as my narrative for the day right now, I am bearish until that news later. Until the news later. So let's see how we open up here. And yeah, we'll go from there. Chat. We're still driving lower right now. Grind now, touch grass later. 100%. Let's see. What time we got right now? It's 9:28. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes till market opens here. And we're still driving lower. We're still driving lower. All right, I'll go over gold in a minute, but let's just lock in on NQ because we got 2 minutes until the market opens here, and I want to see how we play out. Well, let's see if the Judas swing plays out here, if the narrative for the day or just for the 10 a.m. candle is still intact. But as of right now, this is still very bearish, very bearish, very. Gonna be a lovely day, yes. We got that big news later coming in after market around 4 p.m. I don't know do you guys know the exact time the news is coming out? I think it's sometime at 4 o'clock. Heck yeah. All right, here we go. Driving lower. All right, there we go. We got 1 minute, 60 seconds here. Yes, I will. 100%. Here we go. Still dumping, guys. Still dumping. Like I said, I think we do drive slower, guys. Yeah, look at it. There you go. Let's see how the market opens. We could get a strong manipulation wick at the 9:30 open where we drive higher to then drive lower. Just be aware of that. Right now, I'm sitting on hands. Nothing. But that was my narrative going into today. We got around 30 seconds here until the market opens. And let's see. Let's see if we can cook something up. Yeah, we're diving lower. Hey, Tyler, does the trend bias matter for Judah swing? No, it does not. It does not. The 15-minute is enough to give you a bias as well. Let's see how we open here. We got 10 seconds. 10 seconds till market opens. Are we ready, chat? 3, 2, 1. Boom. There you go. We'll drive higher. There you go. Like I said, this could just be a liquidity wick to drive lower. This could just be a trap, the 930 trap right now, to drive you right back down. See? There you go. And so far, nothing, guys. Just chilling, just watching. Just watching. Let's see if this 1 minute fair value gap is being respected. I mean, obviously not enough confluence to get into anything, but this seems like just a liquidity wick to come and drive some buyers in, trick some people out to then drive lower. No, I think we're going down, guys. I really do. There it goes. I really think that we're going lower. For sure. Yep. There you go. And yep. Like I said, I think we're going lower, bro. I'm telling you, we're going lower. We're going. It's just I bet you this is manipulation for later. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you now, this is just clear manipulation. What biases, fear, greed, FOMO, affect my decisions the most? Bro, how do you read Bollinger Bands? Do you look for... what biases, fear, greed, FOMO, affect my decisions the most? Let's see. So only you will know, only you will personally know what your issue is and what your struggle is in the market. Only you will personally know that. You have to be able to come to terms and be like, okay, this is what I struggle with. You have to write it down. Judas went down. Yeah. No, the Judas swing was bearish. I'm still bearish right now. As far as why is this taking so long to load here? As far as taking a trade, I haven't taken anything yet. Nothing. I'm just chilling, guys. I'm just chilling with you guys. I'm just chilling with the chat. Just chilling with the chat. And you got to be cool with that. Oh, can I show you guys what I wanted to show you? Let's see. Let's go to the 1 minute. Yeah, this is just still driving lower. Okay, can I show you guys what I wanted to show you? This is what I did over the weekend. This is what I did, okay? So, this is what I did over the weekend. We have 268 viewers in here. This is what I did, okay? Can you guys see this shit? Do you see this? I made a book of my setups, of my A+ plays, and I printed them out, and I wrote, look at this. This book is worth a lot of money. Look, I printed them out and put them in a binder. Wait, why can't you see it better? Hold on, let me move this out of the way. I made a binder of my plays. Look, you see that? You gotta want this shit bad, dude. Look, these are my A+ entries right here. All right here. I printed them out. I wrote on them with white marker, and I put them in this binder. I put them in, this is what I did over the weekend. Swear to God. Swear. I'm a psycho with this shit, guys. I'm a psychopath. I'm a literal psychopath. Look. This is real shit. My plays here, all of them, in this binder. This is the shit I do over the weekends. So after I went to the beach and I hung out with my friends for a little, I got dinner on Friday. This is what I did on the weekend. I'm still getting better. And I make money in the market. And I still do this shit. Look. This is no cap. This is real shit. Look. These are my plays right here. These are my plays. This book is worth a lot of money. This book could set you financially free. Look. Look at it. All this shit. Wrote on it with white pen, white marker. This is the shit you gotta do, bro. Right here. I have made money in the markets. I've withdrawn multiple 6 figures from the markets already, and I'm still doing this. So if you are in a place right now when you're trading and you ain't doing that shit, you got to rethink your mentality, bro. Because I'm doing it, and I already make money, and I'm profitable. So rewire your brain. Great idea for a journal. Yeah, the book is badass. I ordered that book off Amazon, and Taylor was pissed at me. She goes, using all the damn ink in the printer. I go, I don't give a shit. I will buy more ink. I need to make my playbook. I said, instead of posting the photos on the wall, I'll put a book up. Because I was going to put them on the wall, guys. I was going to be a full-blown psychopath and put them on the wall. I have a journal, too. I want the book. The book is badass. The book is badass. Hell yeah. How do we get hold of that billionaire book? It's not for sale. It's not for sale. All right, here comes a drive a little bit higher. Gets a mural of his plays. Gets a mural of his plays on the wall. Yeah, I know. All right, you want me to go into gold? Let's see how Goldie's looking. All right, this is how Goldie's looking. As far as what I'm seeing, this is no man's land. No sessions liquidity has been swept. London session high was already swept. London session low was already taken, but it's not inside of our kill zone. Gold right now is just in a zone of this is no man's land. There's no trade here. Nothing. For me, I'm not saying for you. There could be a trade for you, but for me, there's no trade here. Nothing. And as far as the daily go, guys, look at gold on the daily. This is pitiful. From April 22nd to August 27th, we've been in this consolidation of crap on gold. Gold can't make up its damn mind. Pick a direction, gold. Now. Smash that like button. Yeah, I love you guys. I always got to bring the energy for you guys. Always. We're still diving lower. What happened on the 1 minute? Oh, big candle lower. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm just chilling. I'm literally chilling. I'm doing nothing. I'm literally doing nothing right now. I'm just relaxing. Love your energy, bro. Appreciate you. What's going on, guys? Are we excited to be here? Guys, so far, I'm not in a trade right now. Yo, ask me a few questions. You guys got questions? Ask me some questions. It could be anything. Could be, discipline. It could be psychology in the markets. Could be finding your edge. It could be anything. Just, ask me some questions here. We got till 11 o'clock. I'm not really, I'm hands off right now in the markets, guys. As far as things that I'm seeing, I think the fireworks show is going to come later. The fireworks show is going to come at like 4 o'clock when NVIDIA earnings come out. Can you share your strategy? I thought you mostly trade London session, at least from ChartFanatics video. Yeah, okay. So the model that I showed on ChartFanatics was more of a swing model that I utilized on CFD props. So, as you guys know, is I can't swing trade on futures. I have to close my trades, unfortunately. Yes, it does suck. But, so I now had to curate a model where I could use more of like either a 930 to 950 open where I'm scalping, or I do like an intraday swing model. So those are my two models for futures. As far as my ChartFanatics model, you can adapt that to the futures market. It's just I get such huge swings on those, and I need to be able to hold those trades for multiple days, even weeks. And that's the power of that model. It's more of a swing model. Can you explain your 930 edge, please? Yeah, sure. So let me pull up a hold on here. Okay, do you want me to show you you want me to show you guys? Actually, guys, I'll show you a 15-minute setup. So one of my 15-minute setups, I'll show you here. I'll show you another one. I'll show you a really good one. And if you guys could just study this. Ready? I'll show you like one of my best plays. Hold on. Okay? I'm gonna put you guys onto some sauce. I'm gonna put you guys onto some sauce real quick. Okay? I'm gonna hook you guys up. Hold on. Let me find it here. Okay. Okay, you ready? You ready? You ready for some sauce? Here you go. Here you go. Ready? We come in, right? This was in April. All right, this is just, I have a ton of other plays that I play, but I just wanted to show you. I wanted to show you like one of my A+ like holy grail. This is one of my A+ ChartFanatics. Maybe do a nice little a snippet of this. This is one of my A+ holy grail trades. If you could stick to this, you could become financially free. I swear to God. I swear. Ready? This is what you do. You wait. You're on the 15-minute time frame. Okay? London low, you're in your kill zone. My kill zone is 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 2 hours. That's it. You trade for 2 fucking hours, and if you don't get a trade, you know what you do? You walk the fuck away. You leave the charts. You do not trade anymore. Your day is done. You are done trading. Okay? This is what we look for. Watch. We come at 8 a.m. What happens? We sweep London low. That's one liquidity sweep, right? One liquidity sweep. We then sweep previous day low. If you know anything about previous sweeping, either previous day high or previous day low, there's about a 70 to 75% chance that we, obviously, this isn't, you don't take this as gospel, but there is around a 70 to 75% chance that we now have a reversal in the market. So if you know that, if this info is already out there, and if you utilize that with an entry model, now you can have an even stronger edge. So what do I see? I sweep London low. I sweep previous day low. I'm outside of the Bollinger Band, right? I get an inversion of this fair value gap here. My candles are printed green. I close here, right? Stops here. Below the fair value gap. Because why? We shouldn't trade back below that fair value gap. Why? Because we inverted it. It should be respected now. This is our zone. This is our respect, right? Even if you wanted to swing this, right? Look. 1 to 30. And don't say that I don't hit high RR trades, because I'm in the business of high RR trades. I am the high RR trader, okay? So don't say, oh, Taylor, you can trade high RR and have a high win rate. Shut up. Because I've done it, and I made close to $400,000 having a high win rate and having a high RR. Okay? So whoever's out there, oh, but Tyler talking out of his asshole. Oh, but Tyler this. Oh, but Tyler that. I've done it. I fucking done it. Multiple times. Multiple times. I've had a high RR, and I have a high win rate. Okay? So whoever's out there, but Tyler can't fucking have a high win rate and a high RR because he's lying. No, I'm not. I got nothing to fucking hide or nothing to lie. Am I selling you guys anything? Do I have to sell you guys anything? No, so what the fuck am I lying about? Oh, Bollinger Band settings. Bollinger Band settings is, I changed this. Okay, the only difference I change is on the Bollinger Bands for the 15-minute, I change it from 200 to 50. 200 to 50. That's the only difference. That's the only indicator you fucking need. That's it. And the bull trading indicator. The bull trading indicator, I keep the time frames this. That's the time frames I keep. I'm giving you guys free sauce right now on the stream. Free sauce. Free sauce on the stream right now. This is free. Free 99. His energy is too high. I already know he wins. Yeah, I got nothing to fucking hide. I got nothing to hide. I'm an open book. If you guys want to see my Rise payouts, I'll gladly show them. They're already on my Twitter. Go look at them. I got nothing to hide. Zero. You want to go see my Apex payouts? Go ahead. They're on my Twitter too. Do you want to see the biggest payout that Think Capital has ever seen? Go ahead. It's on their Twitter. It's also on mine. $51,000 in a single trade. I got nothing to fucking hide. I've done all the shit that I say. None of this is cap. None of this is cap. None of this is furu bullshit. This is real life trade. I'm a trader. I'm not a streamer. I'm not an influencer. I'm a fucking trader. First. Forever. Forever. If all this this is what you guys got to know, right? There's people out there, if they're streaming shit and their affiliate revenue went the fuck away, you know what would happen, right? This is what they're having. This is what happened. They'd be like this on the street. They'd be like this on the street. Hey, sir. Can I sell you my booty cheeks for some evals? Hey, sir, can I sell you my ass cheeks for some evals? This is what they would do. Okay, this is some influencers in the space. They'd be like this. Oh, but if my Discord went away, and if my affiliate revenue went away, I'd have to go sell my ass cheeks. On the side of Brickle, because they don't fucking make money trading. That's what they would do. They'd have to sell their fucking cheeks on the side of the street. And you know what? I don't. This shit could all go away. It could disappear. Riz could fire me tomorrow. And guess what? Who's still gonna make fucking money in the markets? This fucking guy right here. This shit could all go away. All of it. And I don't care. You know why? Because I make money trading. That's why. Okay? That's just facts, guys. This is the facts of life. This is just what it is. I'm a fucking trader. I'm not a look at NQ. What'd I say, guys? Do you listen to your boy? What'd I say? Look at NQ. Look at NQ. I don't talk out of my asshole. Sorry, guys. I get passionate. Look at NQ. Sorry, look at NQ. It's plummeting to the bottom of the earth. Yo, I love you guys. Guys, you gotta have a little fun here. Okay, wait. Hold on one second. Let me check my phone here in case Riz is yelling at me. Okay, anyway. NQ is plummeting to the bottom of the earth. What did I say? I'm waiting to see those cheeks. Nicole, please. Nicole, not on stream. Nicole Francesca, please, not on the stream. Who's Bullwinkle? Guys, my family can hear you. Less cursing will be better. Oh, Pally Trades, come on, Pally. I'm me, bro. I am me. Can you please see why I'm Tyler? What day is that so I can backtest that on my chart? Okay. Yo, look at NQ. Guys, wait, hold on. Can I pull something up so you guys can see it? Hold on. Wait, hold on one second. Wait. Guys, wait, hold on. I gotta do something. Can you guys see what's going on? Okay, wait. Guys. You get there. Boom. Boom. Oh. I'll be back in a second, guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Wait. Okay, I'm back. The most enjoyable stream on chat. ChartFanatics on top. Okay, guys. Do you guys want to see where that play was? I think for people that were asking. This was April 30th, 2025. So make sure you have this is the only two indicators that you guys need. You can use the bull trading indicator. I'll send you the script. This is the script here. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably the best indicator that I've ever used in the history of trading. In the history of trading, this is how strong this indicator is. It's that good. Wait, ChartFanatics, don't delete the messages even if they're bad. I want to read them. Do not delete the messages. If people are talking shit, I want to see it, ChartFanatics. Do not delete them. Do not. I repeat, do not delete the messages. Do not. I'm going to text them right now. Do not delete them. I want to see what they're saying. Okay, I just texted them. I said, do not delete them. Okay, this is the best indicator that I've ever used. 100%. It shows you volume and momentum of candles, and it'll print. If a candle closes bullish, it'll close green. If a candle closes bearish, it'll close a strong red. So this is, guys, if you're not using this indicator, try and implement it. It's totally free. And, yeah, it's freaking awesome indicator. Love it. And then for my EMAs, I don't use the EMAs for this model. You don't need it. And then I use this previous high, open, low, close for Nephew Sam. And then I have my kill zone set for right here, 8 a.m. to 10:15. Right there. Guys, I'm giving you the free sauce. This is free 99. Free. There you go. All you gotta do is trust the process here. I use that scalping indicator with ADR. It's fire. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, to whoever used this indicator right here, bull trading 1 minute easy scalping indicator, I guarantee you, nobody will ever say anything negative about it. It's that good. This indicator is freaking sauce. And it's free. It's 100% free. There's no gimmicks here. Go and look it up. Here's the script and put it in and utilize it. It's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. How to use that indicator? So it's essentially based on the time frame that you're trading, it'll print either green for like a bullish momentum candle, like if there's a strong volume in that candle and it closes green, then it'll print green for there. And if it's strong bearish, as you were seeing here, right? As you were seeing here, it closed green. This inversion closed with a green candle. And it'll print like this in real time. It'll print like this in real time. It won't be a lagging indicator. Sometimes it'll, okay. The only downside is sometimes like this will all be red, and after it has a strong bullish move, then they'll flip. But if you want to take the trades that are happening in real time, so this will close green bullish in real time. And the candle closes, your entry would be here, stop would be below the inversion. Why? Because that inversion fair value gap should not be disrespected. It should not. It should be respected. There's no reason why for price to come back down here after we swept liquidity and then we inverted a fair value gap. That's your change in the state of delivery. That's your market structure shift. An inversion is a market structure shift, guys. It's the same shit. This is a market structure shift to me. Now, the sellers are no longer in control. The buyers have now taken over. This should be an injection of price right here. Boom. And look, you hit zero drawdown on this fucking trade. Zero. None. But the problem is, guys, you may only get a few of these a week. You may only get 3 to 4 a month. You have to be okay with waiting. Look at me. You have to be okay with waiting. New trader will not understand the value and knowledge you're giving. Yeah, I'm giving you guys free sauce. Free. How to plan a trade with this indicator. So you got to go and back test it on your own. You got to go and back test this indicator totally on your own. And you got to utilize it to your edge and your curated strengths in the market. So you don't just solely rely off an indicator, guys. You do not. You do not just trade an indicator. When these print green, you don't take a trade. You have to have this is a small confluence in all of the other aspects of my trading. Do you understand? This is a small aspect of my trading. Tiny. I do not solely trade this indicator. I have to see liquidity sweeps. I have to be inside of a kill zone. I have to have 4 or 5 confluences on top of that indicator to get in. Okay? I'm always going to keep it 100 with you guys. Always. Always. Look at the Judas swing on the NQ. Judas swing on the NQ. What'd I say? This isn't capped. You want to know why? You want to know why I could talk like this? Because this happened previously. Look. Ready? Literally a week ago. Watch. This is the Judas swing. High, low, swept inside of the 50%. Boom. You come back here. What do you see at previous time? Same exact fucking thing. Look. This is data. This is data. Low, high, low sweep inside the 50%. What do? We drive. We drive. You're going off of data. This isn't emotional trading. This isn't me guessing. This isn't me just telling you and talking out of my butthole here. This is legit. This is legit mathematical data that I have. As true edge in the market. This is a true edge. This isn't discretionary trading like, oh, I think that maybe we go up here. No. Make a video about this indicator and upload it on your YouTube channel. Okay, fine. Okay, I could do that. Sure, no problem. Is that what you guys want? Do you stay neutral when it shows yellow? Yellow? I don't really ever see it. Neutral for me is black. Neutral for me would be black. So it either be printing red, green, or black. Black is neutral. Oh, you know why yellow is? Guys, I changed my, this is what you got to do for your candles. Sorry, I forgot to add one thing in here. When you have that indicator on, make all of your candles white. Like this. Like this. White. Not red or green. Make them all white. Okay? Yeah, I forgot to share that. Sorry, guys. I forget sometimes. I forget. Okay. Yeah, guys. There goes Bullwinkle again. Junebug, what do you mean by that? Junebug? Naz is going to rally. Oh, Junebug. Hold on here. Hold on here, Junebug. Hold on here, Junebug. I don't know if you could see this. I don't know if you could. Here, Junebug, right there. Junebug, what does that say on NASDAQ? That's $3,000. Junebug. Hold on, Junebug. Take a look right there, pal. What does that say? Can you guys read that? What does that say on NQ? That's called the Judas swing. That's called the Judas swing, Junebug. So, Junebug. How you doing, pal? How you doing? There you go. Oh, but anyway. That's 3K on the day, Junebug. But yeah, guys. Love from Bangladesh? Do you know Bangladesh? Of course. I would love to visit Bangladesh. I would love it. Some of my favorite... Well, guys, don't come after me here. Some of my favorite food is Indian food. Some of my favorite. Some of my favorite. I'm a big tikka masala guy. I love naan bread, and I love butter chicken. I love all those. Some of my favorites. I will change that. Thanks. Yeah, bro, I forgot to tell you. Just change your candles. Where are you from? You're the best streamer that ain't a streamer. I don't even... I just happen to stream because I wanted to give you guys some real value. Bro, did you already take an entry? Guys, this was before I was even on stream. Before I was on stream. I wasn't going to tell you guys to get into a trade here. This was before I got into the stream. This was about 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning. If we got some sort of retracement up to the 50%, I would have told us to get in, but there was no entry down here. I got in at around 8 o'clock this morning. So that was my trade for the day, but unfortunately it wasn't on stream. It wasn't on stream. Like, can I pull up? Hold on, yeah. That's my Apex accounts. My Apex accounts are up 3K today. Right here. You can see it. Here's proof. This is no cap. Hold on. Right there. Do you see it right there? There's $3,180 right there. Boom. Right there. See? No cap. I took the trade, and it's right there. Boom. On the phone. Oh, Junebug. I think that this is pure manipulation for I think this is pure manipulation for the earnings later. I think we could potentially see all-time highs later, bro. What's this for an app? Oh, this is guys, do you want me to share? I'll share with you guys a little bit of sauce here. Because I'm always trying to help you guys. This is our Trader Pro on mobile, and since I'm trading off of the 15-minute, and guys, this is something crucial, okay? Listen to me here. Listen to me. Listen to me. Okay? I take my Apex accounts, right? I have around 17 Apex accounts right now. I have 5 of them on... I have some on wealth charts. I have some on my Ninja Trader. And I have some on Rhythmic, on our Trader. And what that does is, right... I'm going to tell you right now, if you are not an experienced trader and you don't have years and years behind this, stay the fuck away from copy traders. Please. Please. Do not copy your trades. Do not. It is going to crush you. If you are not experienced, I'll say this one more time. If you are not experienced, diversify your risk. Trade different props, different days, without a trade copier. I trade my Apex accounts. I have certain trades that I take on my R Trader. I have certain trades I take on my Ninja, and I have certain entries I take on my wealth charts. It distributes my risk. I have 150K PA accounts, and I have 300K PA accounts. This is how, if you say you have a bad day, right? And you are copy trading on all those, you are gonna, and everyone in this industry is susceptible to tilt. I'm not, you know what? I make mistakes. Everyone, the best traders in the world make mistakes. If you could distribute the risk through different avenues and avoid that at all costs, that's what I do now. I used to trade a trade copier, guys. And listen, my first 6 figures with Apex I used on a trade copier. I like taking my trades on different platforms now and distributing my risk across R Trader Pro, which is Rhythmic, Wealth Charts, and Ninja Trader. So Tradeovate. So, and I have accounts on each, and I take different trades on the accounts, and it distributes the risk. It's a much better way. I promise you, if you approach it this way, you will give yourself a stronger edge in the market. I promise. I only copy on red folder to pass evals. All right, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Brother, tell me more about your manifest. Okay. You're bro trader. So, you're bro trader. Yeah, no, this is, I'm dropping, this is all stuff that I've personally been through, guys. This is all stuff that I've personally been through. So I'm telling you that trade copiers are going to fuck you up. If you're not experienced and you have one bad trade and you're emotional, because we're all susceptible to this, right? We're all emotional beings. We're all humans. We make mistakes. If you make one mistake, you're now fucking up all of your hard-earned work on all those accounts. All of them. It's better to distribute and to diversify a risk. It really is. You fuck up on 5, you got 10 others on other platforms, and then you could walk away and be like, you know what? I maybe got tilted and I maybe only blew 5 accounts, as opposed to you blowing 20. Do you understand? I'm just trying to help you guys, because I've done this shit. I've done it. I've made all the mistakes. I've had the trade copier issues. I've every single possible thing that you guys think that you can possibly go through. Trade copier issues, going on tilt, being emotional, not following your system, taking trades outside your system, FOMO. I've done all of it and worse. Where can follow you in X or YouTube? I have Twitter. I have X. All of my socials should be below. I have X. I also have YouTube. I have Instagram. And I also have TikTok. What's the copier tool? So, Ali, I'm not using... So right now on my R Trader Pro, for my Apex accounts, here's my Apex accounts. They're right here. They're on here. I have my 150K accounts on here. I did $3,000 today on this Judas swing. And I have my wealth charts on there. Wealth charts has a built-in trade copier. So what I will do is, right... On my wealth charts accounts, I will copy trade those individually on wealth charts. So I have about 6 to 7 accounts on wealth charts. I'll copy trade those, but I won't copy trade all of my accounts. So inside of wealth charts, they have a built-in trade copier. I use that. Inside of Tradeovate, they have a built-in trade copier. I'll use that. R Trader Pro, I'll sync that to one of the trade copiers that I utilize, where I just need to have a leader account. And so I trade copy through 3 different platforms, but it's never at the same time. It's different times, and it's different trade entries and ideas. Do you follow? Where do you live now? I live in Miami. I'm originally from Long Island, New York. If you guys couldn't tell by the way that I talk and I speak, and I'm very, energetic and out there. I'm from Long Island, New York originally. I came here to Miami in January. Picked up my life, left everything that I know in there, and I came here, and I love it. I don't plan on leaving. This is my home, unless Taylor wants to go to Puerto Rico. I would love to go to Puerto Rico, but she says no. Would I like to go to Puerto Rico and help myself out on taxes? Absolutely. But Taylor doesn't want to go. So, looks like we're staying here. Yeah, I would be out of here, guys. I'd be in Puerto Rico. I'd be in Puerto Riqueño, and I'd create a ChartFanatics house. It'd be me, Marky, John. It'd be all the boys, and we would just be chilling. And we would be creating content, and we'd be swimming in the pool, and we'd be hanging out, and it would just be the best. That's what I would do in an ideal, perfect world. You're bro. LOL, I figured Staten Island or Newark. I could tell you're from up north. Nassau or Suffolk County? Nassau, baby. Junebug, you from Long Island? I'm from Nassau. I grew up in Merrick my whole life. Nassau County. Suffolk County sucks. It's for the white trash. But yeah, my parents still live in Long Island, and I'm trying to get them here. But I have a 13-year-old brother. He's currently about to enter high school, and my parents are waiting for him to get to his college days, and then they're gonna make their way down here. And I hope to teach my brother how to trade one day. I just don't think that he's mentally ready to go down that avenue yet. But we're going to turn him into a monster trader one day. Brooklyn? Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Who should trade in XAU USD according to me? Interesting. Nicole, you're from Nassau? Nicole Francesco, where are you from in Nassau? Did you go to Calhoun? Where'd you go to high school? Abhishek, what is your biggest tip for back? Abhishek, you could trade whatever instrument that you want. Whatever instrument that you want, according to your back testing. Gold may be hard for certain traders because, it's very volatile. If you have problems with the volatility and you're getting on tilt because you're trading gold, you can't understand how it moves, SPX 500 may be a little bit better. And maybe it moves a lot cleaner. Maybe try the DAX. One of my favorite things, if I could trade the DAX on futures, I would. I like the DAX. NASDAQ moves a little bit crazy like gold. You got to know and tailor your edge to what works for you. Gold moves very crazy. It's extremely volatile. It's some of the most money I've ever made, and it's one of the pairs that's humbled me the most. So you got to know. If you can't trade gold and you can't get your mind around it and you can't build an edge around it, then you stay away from gold. You don't got to follow the crowd. You could trade fucking corn futures and be great at it. Grew up in Elmont, went to Sewanaka. You went to Sewanaka? I've never heard of that school. So shout out to Sewanaka, Nicole. You gotta stay close to the Nassau County, to your Nassau County people. I love that. I freaking love that. And I love that you trade, Nicole. That's freaking badass. My boy is in Rockville Center. Love Rockville Center. So what was the trade for today? Thanks for the advice. Let's see here. So what was the trade for today? Trade for today was, this is what I caught. Okay. I had sweep a London high, sweep a London low. Sweep a London high, sweep a London low. Right? I knew after this, we swept the high, we swept the low. This is a Judas swing. Especially our candles are printing red from the bull trading indicator. This is where I got short. I got short here, right? This is exactly, but this was before I was on stream, guys. This was before I was on stream, right? Hold on. This was here. Short position here. Boom. Hold on here. Boom. My stop was above this high. What did I target? Boom. I targeted a 1 to 2. That was it. I risked $1,500 on it, and I targeted a 1 to 2. I was out. Done. That was it. I risked $1,500 on my, and that's literally not a lot of risk on my 150Ks. I risked $1,500. This is a high probability entry for me, and I took it for a 1 to 2. I made it $3,000. That was it. Done. Yeah, I caught the sell, guys. Like I said, if we caught something up here, like when market opened, if we drew back into the 50% range, I would have entered again. But we didn't. We drove lower right away. There was no entry. The entry was up here. If I was on stream at 8 in the morning, I would have told you guys to take the entry. I'm not going to go and tell you guys to take some entry because I'm in it, and then you guys go and FOMO into it. I'm not going to have you guys do that. The risk to reward wasn't there. I'm not going to have you FOMO into a bad entry. I'm not going to tell you guys to go and do that. I'm here to help you guys. I'm not here to fucking make your trading any worse. Do you have to wait until the low is swept as well? Yes, you want it for the Judas swing. You want to see the high get swept and the low. The low and the high have to get swept. let me show you a different setup where the high just gets swept. Ready? I'm going to put you guys onto some more sauce. This is some more sauce, okay? You ready? Let me go to a really good one so you guys could truly here we go. Okay? Watch. What do you see here? You ready? You ready for some more free 99 knowledge? Free 99, okay? Watch this. Watch this. London high is taken. London high is taken before 8 a.m. This all you care about is 8 a.m. What session's liquidity is there? London high is taken. Asian session high and low is taken. What's intact? The only liquidity that's left intact is previous day high, right? Previous day low, and London session low. We sweep previous day high. What did I tell you guys? Oh, if we sweep previous day high, there's a 70 to 75% chance that we have a reversal for the day. Just know that. Just remember that. Now, we're outside the Bollinger Bands. What happens? Fair value gap. Inversion. What is it? Same thing. Same thing. Inversion. Our candles are printing neutral. We're okay. Stop. Play. I take the short here. Stop. Why? Above the fair value gap. Why? Because price shouldn't come back to the fair value gap. Why? Because we inverted it. What happens? We drive lower. We take out these lows. 1 to 4. Guys, this is free knowledge. Free. Do you see what I just said? Did you pick up what I just said? Do you not see how it was the same exact setup as before, but instead of longs, this was a short? Let me know if you guys followed that. Did you guys follow what I just said? Did you guys follow what I just said? Let me know that you just followed that, please. It's very simple stuff. I didn't overcomplicate it. We were outside the Bollinger Band. We swept previous day high. We had an inversion. Stops were above the fair value gap. What did I target? These session lows. More examples. Okay. Okay. How old are you, TG? I'm 30 years old. Any suggestions for prop firms? What do you mean? Like as far as what? What do you want to know about props? What do you want to know about props, brother? Sir, you always use the 15-minute candle, right? Correct. Junebug, yeah, ICT changed the way I traded. People could say whatever the hell they want about him, but regardless of if he created the models or not, he created it in a way where he helped me understand it. So I understood it through him, and he changed the way I trade. Can you explain the strategy for RR more than 10? Show another setup? Okay. Okay. Here's another one. You want to know another one? Here you go. Ready? Here you go. Watch. What do you see here? 8 a.m. What session's liquidity is intact? Ready? Watch, watch. Here's more sauce. Here's more. I'm giving it away for free. Watch. London low isn't intact. Asian low isn't intact. Asian high isn't intact. We've swept them all prior to 8 a.m. But what is intact? Previous day low. Oh my God, it's kind of like Tyler just said this before. What happens if you sweep previous day low, right? Oh, I think Tyler said if you sweep previous day low or high, there's a 70 to 75% chance that we do have a reversal for the day. If I know that, and then I just implement a small model around a high probability time, maybe I could be profitable. What happens here? Fair value gap, inversion. Where's my stop loss? Below the fair value gap. What do I target? First session high, London session high, TP1, 1 to 4. You can let it run for the day. 1 to 7. What more do you guys want from me? What more do you guys want from me? Are you seeing this? Do you see how it's repetitive? Do you see how there's data? Do you see how I'm doing the same shit at the same time and looking for the same thing? Awesome, brother. Thanks. Good stuff. Okay, guys, so just use this indicator right here. Boom, I'll put you guys. Previous open, high, low, close for Nephew Sam. Right here. Boom, that's what I use. This guy creates some of the best indicators I've ever used in my entire life. Previous open, high, low, close for Nephew Sam. Boom, right there. Right there. Of course it works in Forex. Of course. Trade the same thing on NAS 100. It works the best on NAS, and honestly, guys, my back testing, it works. Just stick with NASDAQ on it. It works the best on NASDAQ. I've only tested it on NASDAQ. That's not to say you can't back test other pairs. Does it work on stocks? I don't know. You have to go and back test. I don't trade stocks. This is the indicator, guys. And it's just whatever, look, I'll show you. I'll even be open and show you this. Ready? Hold on here. Wait. Oh, wait. Here. ICT kill zones. Right here. Look, this is the settings. That wasn't the indicator, guys. My fault. This was the indicator. Sorry. This was it right here. ICT kill zones and pivots. Asia, 20 to midnight. London, 2 to 5. I check all these off because these are irrelevant because they're outside of our window. So I just care about Asia and London session liquidity. Done. Boom. You follow? Morning, guys. Not allowed in my country. Cannot trade NAS? Really? Dang. Guys, go and backtest it. Go and backtest it and see if it works on other instruments. It does work on gold as well. Do I know anything about FTMO? Of course. Of course. They just opened their doors back up to U.S. traders. Look at this, coming back. My time is UTC -4. Can you... UTC -4. That's my time. UTC -4. But yeah, any other questions, guys? Let me know. You only check the sweep of kill zone or the whole session? So the sweep has to happen during my session, my kill zone. From 8 a.m. to 10, the sweeps have to occur inside of it. After how many years you become confident? After how many years did I become confident? Guys, I've been doing this for 6 years. 6 years. And like most of you, I struggled for 4 to 5 of those years. I didn't really get profitable until like a year and a half ago. I struggled for a long freaking time, guys. Like, I was my own worst enemy in this shit. I really was. I couldn't get my mind right. I couldn't let go of my bias. I was over leveraging. I was over risking. It was a mess, man. And if anybody knows like me and who I am as a person, it's just like, I really am. I could be my own worst enemy in this shit. I really can. I could totally hinder myself all by my own doing. And it sucks because like it took me probably far longer than it should have for me to become profitable. It's just I had the mental hurdle for me was a lot, man. It had nothing to do with technical analysis. It went far beyond that. It was just me as a person. I wasn't ready to be profitable yet. The God in the universe wasn't my time yet. I wasn't ready mentally. I wasn't there. It's just like I struggled for a long fucking time, man. A long time. And you guys see it now. It's like this, whatever you're seeing now, you didn't see any of me before any of this. I was a mess, man. I was a mess. I couldn't get anything right. I was like, I'd be crying because I wanted this shit so bad. I couldn't fucking get it right. I couldn't. No matter what, I felt like no matter what I did, I'd put the hours in, I would study, and shit would just still go wrong. And then I would get emotional, and I would just end up doing bad stuff, and it would just be an endless loop, and I couldn't get out of it for years, man. It was a long time, and it took me a while to be able to just be emotionally stable and really just not, and to just detach from the money, the outcome, the noise, the people next to me telling me I can't do it. It's just I always knew that I could. I knew that I could, and it was a long road, man. It was a long road. You should teach/show how you backtest. This is my weak part. Okay, I could do that. With this coming back into the zone, when do you know not to re-enter or the entry becomes invalid? The entry is invalid due to the fact that at 10 a.m., we're outside of our window. This is no entry anymore. No entry. None. This is done. There is no, we could very well drive, this could, like I said, this could be a manipulation to drive higher, us right back to all-time highs. Sounds like you're talking about me. Long road for me also. Now I'm able to text here. How to improve the quality of strategy like you did with night. So what I did was, guys, this is what I did. I essentially took my winning trades. And I went through them. And even on my winners, where if I had a winning trade, right, and it may not have ran that much, I then, out of all the trades I curated, right, I took them and I was like, all right, here's my win rate based on what I have here. And then I would make one refinement through the winners. And through the winners, I would make a smaller refinement based on that. Whether it be a specific time, a type of candlestick that I was looking for, maybe adding a different indicator. These were all things that I was utilizing to make my edge a little bit stronger. So once I had that, like if I added, it's like, okay, if I wait for a doji candle close as opposed to a regular candle, does this increase my win rate? And I would write it down. Is a fair value gap printed at 3 a.m. a higher probability than a fair value gap printing at 5 a.m.? I wrote that down. So these are all little things that I went through my winners, and then I would make small, minute, finite changes, and although I would be trading less, I would be winning more. And I said to myself, I don't give a shit to trade more, I just want to win. So if that meant me trading less, and as long as I was winning more, then I was okay with making more refinements. And then I kept digging and like adding small little changes in, and focusing on how many candles I wanted to see the trident pattern. Like the trident pattern for me has to happen in 3 candles right after the fair value gap. If it happens in 4, if it happens in 5, it's invalid. Why? Because the probability of that trade working out is far lower. It may work out 1 to 2 times out of 10, but it's not worth it for me to trade it because it diminishes my edge. So when I see the trident pattern, if you go through my video, you'll see, okay, I'll wait for a fair value gap to print during London session, and I'll wait for a trident pattern. The trident pattern is basically essentially a swing low that gets created through the fair value gap for a long, okay? And then it has to happen right after the fair value gap prints. If it doesn't, if it happens even a candle after, it's invalid. You do not take the trade. Why? Because it diminishes your edge. These are all little things that I've utilized to make my edge greater in the markets. And then once I had that edge, then I knew that I was ready, and I knew I wasn't emotional anymore because I had the data, I had the statistics, and I was like, Tyler, if you adhere to this program, there's no way, there's no literal possible mathematical way. I had over 5 years of data that if I don't just adhere to this, there's no way that I'm not going to be profitable. And what happened as soon as I did that? I had my first big trade, $20,000, paid all my credit cards off, made my single biggest trade of all time, $51,000 on a single trade, on a 2-week swing trade. The biggest a prop firm has ever seen. That's how fast you could change your life. That's how quick, okay? I did it in a 3-month span, but you didn't see this 6 years of work that it took for me to get to that 3-month span. 6 years of work. But that's how fast the shift can happen. Although this may take a little bit more time than you're expecting, when it does click, it happens very fast. Very fast. Because now you're aligned, your emotions are stable, you have an edge, you have a system, you come to the market, you do the same thing, and you're looking for the same thing every single day, and that's how you grow as a trader, and that's how you become profitable. Biba, I don't have any students. There are no students. I'm just me. I'm a one-man show. I don't have students. Yeah. Hello from Long Island. When did you feel like you had it and stopped listening to outside noise and negativity? Great question. Great question. I knew that I had it when I had my edge. I knew that I had it when I had my edge because this is what it was. I wasn't trading off of emotion anymore. I wasn't trading off of anything other than a mathematical and statistical probability. This is a game of probabilities. It's not about emotion. It's not about over leveraging. It's not about over risking. It's not about guessing. You have to come to the market every single day and be like, my trade can hit for this amount of time. This is my stop loss. This is how much I'm risking. It has to be a systematic approach every single time that you come to the markets. If not, you're fucking gambling. There's no difference in you going to the casino and putting it all on red and you're at the roulette table. There's no difference. Literally none. You have to, that's the difference. That's why trading and gambling and going to the casino are so close, and they're almost identical. The only difference is, this is the only difference, is that you have risk management. You could risk, you have way better risk management when you're trading than as opposed to if you're gambling. If you're gambling and you go to the casino and you put $1,500 on a hand of blackjack, it's either $1,500 or zero. You can't manage the trade. You can't be up $1,000 in blackjack and then decide to go break even. You can't be up $1,000 in blackjack and decide to take partials. That's the difference. But the mindset and the gambler's mindset and the lack of discipline is the exact fucking same. There's no difference. Trading is the exact same as gambling. It's entirely the same as far as mentality goes. The risk dynamics and the risk approach is totally different. And as soon as you get that down, as soon as you come to a realization, you say, the most important part of trading is risk management. The most important part is managing your risk. You could have the greatest edge in the world. You could have the greatest edge in the world and even have a 90% win rate. If you suck at managing risk, you still won't be profitable. You won't, because you'll go all in on your trades because you have a 90% win rate, and guess the next thing you know, you're blowing your account. Risk management is everything in this industry. Everything. You have to have proper risk management. You have to know to not over leverage your accounts. You have to know every single day I come to the market, I look for one setup and I take one trade, 1 to 2 max, and you're done. You do not take more. Trade crude? Nah, I stay away from crude. Did you get any trident pattern trade on XAU USD this year? Guys, like I said, let's see. I haven't been freaking for the last 3 months, like, this shit on gold has just been so bad. I've literally been staying away from gold, from this right here, for this reason. I haven't been trading gold because of all of this crap. I can't trade this, guys. This is consolidation. This will destroy me. I catch reversals or I catch trends. This is consolidation. This will destroy me as a trader. I can't thrive in this type of market. This is not my edge, so I stay away from it. I either can trade a reversal from a bearish market or a reversal from a bullish market, or I'm trading a trend. I can't trade inside this consolidation. I can't do it. It's going to destroy me. There's no clear action right now. You look at this and you're like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? That's what you see when you look at that. You have no clue. You know? So I'm out of that right now. There's no trade. I'm focusing on the NQ. I think very well today, guys, that was manipulation. And then when this news comes out, we're going to drive right through all-time highs. We completely reversed this entire move. Look. This was manipulation. Right? I took my piece. I got out. Look at it. We're right back to our entry here. You see? Look. You see how our candle's flipping now? This was a manipulation for later. I very well think that we go see all-time highs. And you could rewind the stream. I literally said that there's a strong chance that this could just be manipulation for the day, for the 10 a.m. candle. And very well, we're right back to our entry. And look at this. We could very well push right over all-time highs today when this news comes out at 4 o'clock. I wouldn't be surprised at all. What are you guys saying here? I trade Brent and it paid me nicely yesterday. 1 to 4. RR. Nice, bro. Nice, Junebug. How did you find which instrument to trade with your strategy? Well, guys, if you guys know anything about me, I like to trade naturally bullish occurring assets. So I like to trade NASDAQ. I like to trade gold. I like to trade the DAX. I like to trade US 30, YM, SPX 500. Naturally bullish occurring assets already. So natural assets that already give you, think about it like this. If you have an asset like gold, S&P 500, NASDAQ, now your edge is already, like, think about it. I'm more of a bullish bias trader. Like I thrive more in bullish markets. That's not to say that I don't take shorts. I very well take shorts. It's just, think about it like this. From an edge perspective, if you're trading an asset that you know in your mind, typically every single year, will give you about an 8 to 10% return. NASDAQ, S&P 500, and it's like now you can go and curate that to a system. It's like, okay, we already know that these assets are naturally bullish. They normally only go up, right? If the Nasdaq dumps, right, it'll naturally it'll retrace what happened during COVID. You know, we had the retracement during COVID. People were scared. You know, there was a scarcity mindset. But what happened? It totally recovered. That's why I prefer to trade naturally bullish occurring assets. It just helps me as far as the edge goes in the market. It's already, my edge is already improved because I'm already trading an asset that's naturally bullish. So that's kind of what I focus my trading on now, and yeah, it's helped me a lot. Nasdaq's rallying off of a high probability demand zone. Price didn't come back to my entry. Yeah, Junebug, I don't trade supply and demand, but this seemed like it was gonna just be a manipulation, for sure. Because, let's say on the 4 hour, right? 4 hour inverted, but it's just like so hard to see that there's not like a clear bias on as far as like higher time frame goes. Because look, you're inside of this 4 hour fair value gap, but however, you know, we did invert here on this. This is a huge play here. We're respecting this fair value gap. It's kind of just like you don't really know what the market really wants to do right now. There's a strong chance that we freaking fly when this news comes out at 4 o'clock. We could very well touch all-time highs later. I don't know. It just depends on how the data comes out. But as far as the 4 hour, it's like, look, I'm inside this 4 hour fair value gap. You have this order block here. You know, we could come up and test this order block and drive lower. It's like, you know, this candle's bullish. We're respecting this 4 hour fair value gap, but we're inside this bearish fair value gap. It's like the narrative isn't just so super clean right now. You guys understand? From a higher time frame perspective, it's kind of like we're just we can't really decide where we are right now. Do you guys follow that at all? It can fly. There is enough liquidity up there, but like you, I don't know. It can go either way. Yeah, 100%. It could go either way. I have no clue. But yeah, look at this drive. Wild. Pretty insane. That, you know, we had this huge manipulation here, completely reversed and came all the way back up. You guys ask me any other questions, guys. Keep them flowing. We got about 30 minutes left here. Give me some more questions. I'm going to pee real quick. I got to pee so bad. Guys, I'm back. Guys, I'm back. I had to pee. I had to urinate so bad. What are your thoughts? Oh, yeah. Do you guys have any suggestions for me on things that I can improve on? Like, I'm trying to make this as entertaining and as fun as possible for everyone here. Do you guys have anything that you think that I can improve on? You know, just as far as the streams, anything you want to see from me. I'm trying to give you all of me and everything that I've got, and guys, I'm getting better at this. I'm very new to this whole streaming thing. This is very new to me. You know, like I said, I'm a trader first, and I'm just getting now into the whole streaming realm. And I just hope you guys you bear with me and you do like and enjoy these streams. And I'm getting better. And I'm only gonna improve. And I'm trying to catch trades on stream with you guys. It's just like I'm not gonna go and trade outside of my system. Like, I know Mr. Clean Marky, the Magic Eraser Man, he's been getting some good trades on streams. But we don't trade the same, and I can't go and break and deviate from my system. So I gotta, and you know, this is the brunt of my income, guys. Like, I make my money trading. So I have to adhere to my system. So I hope you guys understand that. That was so quick. I personally loved it, but also, no, you just can't please everyone. Yeah, I know. TG lives in 1 bedroom. Yeah, dude, I actually live in a studio apartment here in Miami because, like I said, guys, I keep my shit raw. This is all, when I moved down here, this was all I could afford at the time. Granted, I am in a luxury building. Like, it's really beautiful. I have a full gym, pool. But guys, I came here, I didn't have much. I just became profitable when I was, I just hit my biggest trade, right? I quit my job in the elevator union and I came here and I took a risk. I dropped everything. I quit my job. Taylor came with me. We drove down here from New York. And this was all I could afford at the time, guys. A studio apartment here in a luxury building in Miami. And I took a risk on myself. And, I live below my means. This is a beautiful apartment. I love it. Do I wish I had another bedroom to stream in? Yeah. But I value living below my means because I know that every single month my rent's getting paid. I pay for that beautiful car that I got for Taylor. We live very well, and I don't need to inflate my lifestyle to go and fucking keep up with the Joneses and impress other people. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, these people don't give a fuck about you, and I don't give a fuck about them. So I live in my studio apartment. But it has like a bedroom, and I love it. And I live below my means, and my rent is not super expensive. I do have I finally, guys, I was driving a beat up 1999 Toyota Camry before I moved here. 1999. My dad gave it to me. I paid him $1,500. I was driving that in the elevator union, and I didn't have a car for the first 4 months here in Miami. And I bought Taylor her dream car because she deserved it. She's been with me through this shit before I had anything. I didn't have shit. She paid my rent for me, and I wanted to get her that car. To be able to do that was the best feeling in my entire life. So I have one nice thing, and I bought this watch when I made money. Why? Because I always wanted a Rolex, and I told myself when I made money, I was going to get a nice fucking watch. So I bought myself a watch. But other than that, I live very modest life, below my means. I don't need to impress other people. People don't give a shit about you. You know what I mean? These people don't care. So what? I got to go live in a penthouse apartment to go fucking impress Bob and Sue down the street? Fuck no. I'd rather live below my means. Me and Taylor could literally never worry about a bill in our entire life. Nothing. We go to fancy restaurants. We drive our nice ass car. I plan on getting a house. Like, I have real goals. Not fucking, I don't need a Lamborghini. I don't need, I don't need a lot of fancy shit. It's just, this is, this could all be, like I said, guys, all this shit can go away and I'm still okay. You know what I mean? I'm cool. Granted, I'm super blessed and thankful for everything that I have in this life. Everything. I've dreamed about doing this. I dreamed about it. I dreamed about working with Riz. I dreamed about being on this podcast. I've dreamed about being on his podcast. Dreamed about streaming. Dreamed about making my first 6 figures in a year, and I did it in a month. I dreamed about all this shit. All of this. I wanted it so bad. I'm so blessed for everything that I have in my life. And I could not get anything else, and I'm totally okay with that because I achieved everything that I've wanted to. Granted, I want my 7-figure payout with Apex. That's next for me. But everything that I put my mind to in the last year, I've done. And I'm super proud of myself for that. I never everyone next to me told me that I couldn't do this shit. Everyone told me I was a fucking psycho. I was stupid for giving up my job. This was a fantasy to be able to trade. I was like, I didn't care, man. I wanted this bad, and I've done everything. And so I'm just so blessed and thankful for everything that I have in my life right now that even if this was all stripped and taken away from me, I would be okay because I could do it again. I could do it again. I could start from ground zero and fucking do this shit again, even if everything was gone. Even though we are trade. Yeah, guys, I just try to keep it real. Like, I don't, yeah. Like, do I live in a studio apartment? Yeah, I love it. Fucking love it. Love everything about it. Is it the best for streaming purposes? No. Taylor works right here. She's literally right here. She's working, right? She comes and Wednesdays she lets me do my streams. And because I'm passionate and I love working with Riz, I love being on the streams and I make it work. She's literally right in this room right here, working right now. We're making this work. We got plans. We want to get married. We want to get a house. And I'm planning on building the best streaming setup possible. But we're not there just yet, guys. We're not there. I'm saving up for a house. Obviously, you know, I want to get a mortgage. I gotta be on this trading game a little bit more before I can get a mortgage for the house, or, you know. So, you know, I'll probably be in this apartment for about another year, and then I'll get my dream home. Even though we trade and make so much money, just make it a simple place to stay and feel home. 100%, bro. You don't need a lavish life. You don't. The experiences that you'll have, materialistic shit is so stupid. Guys, I'm telling you, I bought that nice ass car and I love that car to death. You have the euphoric feeling for about a week, and then the car becomes a regular car again. It drives you from A to B. It's the same shit. Materialistic shit. I value experiences. I value going to nice dinners. I value traveling. I value, you know, helping my family. I want to retire Taylor's dad. I want to retire my parents. That's real shit. This, like, fucking watch, a car, it's like, what's the importance of it? It means nothing. These fucking gurus on here who are flexing cars and shit, it's like, half of it, first of all, it's rented. Second of all, they're not really happy. I promise you right now. I promise you they're not happy. They're not. 2 years for business income. I know. I need 2 years. I only have a year right now in the books. I need another year, and then I can get a house. And I have my LLC and everything, but I need like 1 more year on the books to be able to get a mortgage. Guys, they wouldn't even let me put my name on the car. They wouldn't let me put my name on the car. And I showed them business income. You know, I showed them my business account, and they wouldn't even let me put my name on that car. The car's in Taylor's name. They wouldn't let me do it. It's wild. I was showing them bank statements too. I was like, you guys seeing these bank statements? They didn't care. It was the weirdest shit. So I could only imagine how difficult for me to get that car is difficult for. It's gonna be even more difficult for me to get a house. Getting a mortgage was the worst thing I ever did. It's just a liability. Yeah, Niche, but I'm at the point. Bro. It's that I value, like, I like Miami, right? Like, I'm in the middle of the city here in Miami, but I value, like, my solitude now. Like, I want to have my pool, like a sauna, a cold plunge. I want a full gym in my garage, and I want to be like, have a little bit of land. I was already looking. I'm not gonna tell you guys the exact place where I was looking for a house, but the house that I was looking at over there with Tay. It's just like, yo, I want to be able to have my family there, my friends there. I don't like, guys. I'm like, you may think that I'm big. I like since I have a big personality, I really don't like going out that much. I don't. I get very anxious around big crowds. And I personally, I like my solitude. I know you may think that that's insane by the way that I am, but I like just being by myself. I like being alone. I like being with Tay. I like being with my family. And I just want to have everything that I've got in, like, have my nice little streaming studio, full gym, pool, outdoor kitchen. Like, that's the dream for me. That's the dream. Not flexing fucking Lamborghini. Make yourself an employee. Robin, I think I gotta do that. I have an LLC, but I pay myself, like, kind of through the LLC. If you start from zero, how would you start? If I started from zero, guys, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. John, 100%, bro. All organic, grow, get chickens, have my own fresh eggs. You know, yeah, that's the dream, bro. If I had to start from zero, how would I start? That's a beautiful question. I love that. So, this is how I would start, okay? Obviously, guys, when you're starting from zero, you have to. So when you're starting from scratch, you have to be working a job. You need some sort of income. You got no money coming in, right? So if I had to start from scratch, I would work a job. If I had to work a job here in Miami, I would either, I don't know, work at a restaurant, or maybe go back. I really wouldn't want to ever go back to construction, but I was a very good plumber, so maybe I went back to plumbing, right? I would save up my money, and I wouldn't even use credit cards. Let's keep credit cards out of it. I would save up money as much as I can. Probably put around $10,000 away. If I could put like $10K away, which really isn't, guys, if you live below your means for a few months, you can make that happen. In America, I'm not speaking for other countries. I'm saying here in America, it shouldn't be like a super, super difficult thing to do. Even 5K, you put 5K away, and I would utilize props, and I would utilize, probably my first go-to would be as what has the lowest barrier to entry for me. Where can I use the least amount of money and make the most? And where would that be? That would be Apex. And I would use my money. And guys, even if it was just a couple, I would get like 10, 50K accounts. And I would take them really slow. And I would pass them. And I'd have enough money to pay the activation fee. Even if you just did the activation fee monthly, you do the activation fee monthly, you get them, you wait for a 90% off sale, you get the 10 accounts, right? $16 a piece. And, when you have 10 accounts, you can make your way up to a $20,000 payout. You make your way up to a $20,000 payout. You take it very fucking slow. And then you could disperse into other props, other avenues. I wouldn't even touch a live account. I would solely be trading prop. And then I would disperse it into other avenues, like maybe some CFDs that I could catch some big swings on. Utilizing it into some other futures firms and branch out that way. And then this way, I'm playing with house money at this point. Now I'm getting the payouts through Apex. I have house money. I'm utilizing other firms. I'm trading some CFDs as well. Now I have my swing entries I could do on my CFDs. I have my intraday entries I could do on my futures. I got payouts coming in through there. And before you know it, right? But this all sounds easy, right? But you can't do any of this without edge or discipline. So before any of this, I wouldn't even fucking touch a prop firm. I would backtest for 6 months straight and never touch a chart. I would get a small account, because backtesting won't teach you the emotional stability and discipline that's needed when there's real money on the line, because you're just not attached. I would probably get a small account and trade small size, and then at least I'm emotionally invested into it. I put my own money into it, and at least, there's some sort of emotional capabilities that you need to be able to manage the position. Shorted NQ, what do you think? You shorted NQ just now? NASDAQ just dropped? Yeah, guys, this is the thing. I took my entry already. I don't like that we came back all the way up in here. It's just too deep of a retracement. This could, if you invert this 15-minute fair value gap, this could come back down. Just be cautious, because this could respect this 15-minute fair value gap, and then we could just drive higher. So based on what happens inside of this fair value gap here, could be big. Took out yesterday's high, looking for VWAP. Bro, what do you think about Judas swing on CFDs? Had a good win rate, but these days it just takes the high, that's the stop, and the loss goes down. Stop loss and goes down. You have to back test it. It's not. You have to go, as far as CFDs, I haven't tested the CFDs, guys. So I'm not going to tell you that this model works entirely on CFDs, because I don't have the data on it. I'm not going to go and talk out of my ass and say, oh, yeah, this works on other pairs. I've only tested this on NASDAQ. I'm trading NASDAQ. I'm trading gold. I'm trading the DAX on CFDs, and I'm also trading SPX 500. So if you guys just got to go put the time in and be like, okay, Tyler said this. Let's see if this works on other instruments. And it may not. Because think about it. When you're in the kill zone of NASDAQ, right? And the 930 open is happening. You're not going to get the same volatility and the injection of price as you would at 930 on the euro, right? You're not. So I would backtest this and see if you can get some good data on it. And then you can go and be like, okay, maybe I could try this on CFDs. But you don't just go and blindly start taking these trades on CFDs because you've seen me have some long-term viability on NASDAQ on futures. There's no way you could trade like that. So basically you have two scalp strategies. Yeah, I have two that I utilize. I have two scalps. Well, no, one where I'm trading the 930 to 950 macro. And then I'm looking for like an inversion play, or I'm looking for a continuation play. Thanks for the response. Of course, bro. Of course. If you start all over again, how would you relearn everything? How would I relearn everything is this is what I would do. Guys, I am entirely self-taught. I learned all this stuff on YouTube. All of it. It was during COVID, and I learned on YouTube. I would go through there's a few good mentors out there that I do recommend. I like I watched ICT. ICT had some good videos. His old mentorship videos were very good, minus the freaking rants that he goes on. I did like those, and also T Trades was very good. I watched a lot of his videos as well. He was also a solid mentor that I watched. But yeah, guys, if I like I said, I could start all over and do this again, because I feel like that I really, all right, even if I knew nothing about the charts, right? You have to have the drive and the grit inside of you to just, and this is some shit that not everybody has. You have to like really want to go and put the work in and make this work. Nobody's going to come and hand this to you. They're not going to tell you, hey, maybe you should backtest more. Maybe you should, watch some more different models and utilize some other things in your trading. Try different indicators. You got to go and try all this on your own. You got to go and experiment, because nobody's going to help you and hold your hand through this. So you got to have that inside of you to want to go and do that yourself. Okay? That's one thing that you can't teach another person. We'll run those again tomorrow, brother. If you get in a trade, but then it just starts consolidating for hours, would you close the trade or hold it for target? I will hold it. I will hold the trade, because that is my edge. Listen, once I get an execution in my trade, right, I'm either going to hold it for my target or I'm going to get stopped. I'm not going to close it because we're consolidating. I'm going to hold it because, based off of my data, if I get the entry model, it should either play out or it should hit my stop. Just because it's consolidating for a few hours doesn't mean that I can't get an injection of price, maybe in a PM session. Like, say it's consolidating during New York, or maybe we have like FOMC news later in the day at 2 p.m. I'm still going to be holding my trade. The rants drove me away. Oh, yeah, that guy, Arjo breaks. Yeah, the rants are rough, man. The rants are rough. But every now and then when you're watching the stream, you're like, he's ranting, and then all of a sudden he like drops a gem, and you're like waking up. You're like, whoa, I need to jot that down. I have a few mentorship videos that I watched that I could drop on my Twitter for you guys if you're interested. If you're interested in watching some of his videos, you don't have to. I mean, I could drop it on my Twitter if you guys want to see. And just some recommendations on what I watched, and maybe you can get some value from it too. I'm just trying to help you guys. I'm not entered in anything right now. I'm not in any trades. I'm not in any trades. I was in a trade this morning, right here. I entered short here. My stops were here. I took a nice 1 to 2, and then that was it. I made about $3,000 on my Apex accounts today. But this was prior to the stream, unfortunately. I have here for everyone that didn't see it prior. This was taken today. $3,180 on my Apex accounts on my R Trader Pro. Boom. Right there. And that's that for the day. We do have this huge news later. Did I ever learn ICT? Yeah, most of my trading is ICT based, time based models. Once I focused on time, then price. Listen to me. I'll say this one more time. Once I focused on time, then price action, my trading took a huge shift. Huge shift. You do not take a trade unless it's correlated with time. A fair value gap at 2:38 in the afternoon, or a fair value gap printed on a 9:30 candle on the open, is two totally different fair value gaps. Totally different. So you need to focus on time and then focus on price. So when you're back testing, you focus on a high probability time. What high probability times are those? Macros. New York session open, New York session, London session. This is it. Do not trade outside of that shit. Don't. Your edge won't be there. I promise you. You either trade the New York Open, the first 15 to 20 minutes of the New York Open. You trade New York session. You trade London session. That's it. That's where your edge lies. That's where your edge lies. You don't need nothing else. London, New York Open. What's a good time? So, guys, all right. Okay, this is my trade entry. Here. I wanted to enter in the 50%. So if I got an entry in the 50%, I probably would have risked 2K on this trade. But since I entered, like I said, this was discretion. I saw us get this Judas swing, swept high, swept low. I entered here on this candle close. Stops are above this high. I took a 1 to 2, and I was out. I took a 1 to 2 here after this candle close. This candle closed red, but look, the body of the candle, the close is up here. It's not down here. I entered here. Boom. Stops are above this high. I set it to, I think it was 23. What'd I do? 23,200? No. I did. What was my stop? Oh, it's 23,620. That was my stop. 23,620 was my stop. And I risked $1,500 on the trade. I took a 1 to 2, and that was it. I was out. Because I did, we had this news today. I did think that there was a strong chance that was manipulation. If you rewind the stream, I did say that there could be a strong chance that it could be manipulation. I got a big push, big drive at the open, and I was happy with the 1 to 2. And I took it. And that was it. I closed it out. Very good trade. And I was happy with it. 1 to 2, the best odds for your back testing. Am I back testing? It actually runs greater than that. Typically. But you can manage a trade as you seem fit. Like I could have took, like you could take a 1 to 2, right? You could take a 1 to 2, trim 50% profits, go stops to break even. Right, and then you would have made around $1,500. Then it got stopped at BE. You can trade, you could do a 1 to 1, trim 40%, leave a runner, stops to BE. I'm not gonna tell you guys how to monitor the trade. I can't tell you all that. Like we're gonna manage trades differently. You know what I mean? You could like a nice 1 to 1. You take a 1 to 1 on this, or you take a 1 to 2 and you trim full. You get fully out, or you do 1 to 2, trim 80% and leave a runner, stops to break even. You could do whatever you want. You got to manage the trade how you see fit. When Nvidia, I do believe Nvidia earnings are at I think 4 o'clock today, or right after market close. Let me check. Let me double check. Let's see. I think it's after market close today. Yeah, it says 4 p.m. Yeah, it says after market close today. Nvidia earnings. The fireworks show is after the market closes today. How do you see earnings? Well, around 4 to 4:30, you'll see a huge boner candle pop up on the screen. 1620, yeah, 420. 420 today. 420 today, you should see a mega boner candle printed either direction. Either north or south. Please exercise extreme risk and extreme caution if you degens are going to be playing today. What's your take on adding to a position? Please share. I personally don't. I just take my original entry and that's it. My original entry, I keep things very simple. I enter once, I have my stops, my TP, and that's it. And I walk away. Done. I'm still fine-tuning how I would like to manage it. I think how I would manage a trade is like 1 to 2 stops to BE. And then, like, let's see. Oh, crap. It's already 10:57. Holy cow. Guys, any last questions before we wrap up today? Guys, we have earnings later. I hope you guys exercise extreme caution if you are going to go and frickin' gamble on the earnings later. Please exercise caution and don't full pour your counts, okay? Please. Let's run our trading like a business here. We are business, and you're not going to go and do some extremely outlandish things to jeopardize your business, so you shouldn't do the same shit to your trading, okay? So any last questions before we get out of here today? Do we have... Yo, it's been grand. I have to go. Thanks for answering our questions. Of course, Junebug. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. What is the video you watch to learn trading? All right, I'll drop on my Twitter later some videos that I utilized in my trading. If you guys follow me, my socials are all below. Follow me on subscribe to my YouTube. When I'm not streaming here, guys, I'm streaming on my YouTube. I will be there on my own personal channel tomorrow, streaming. So when you're not tuning into me and you're not tuning up to the lovely Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, you could be tuning into me on my channel. And I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. And although I didn't break Marco's numbers, I will one day. Marco has been doing bigger numbers than me, and it's pissing me off, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. It's pissing me off. And I need to break Marco's numbers because I hate losing to Marky. But anyway, guys, I love you. I'm going to be cutting out of here. Until next time, if I see you tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow on my stream. If not, tune into Marky. Oh, wait, Marky's not streaming tomorrow. I think Rizzy will be on tomorrow. If you're not tuning into me, tune into here tomorrow. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Or see you tomorrow on my channel. Peace out. Love you guys.